Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing hair and makeup. As you can see, I have my stocking cap on, so I'm about to apply a wig. Hold on, let me turn this fan off. This is a wig that I made. It's in the texture loose wave, and the frontal came pre-plucked, but I've been trying to improve my plucking skills, so I've just been practicing. So I went in and plucked it some more, and I think it actually looks not too bad. It's not looking too bad. So now I'm just going to put this wig on my head and we're gonna go from there. I did put some like crimps in it, and I really like how it turned out. Like, I used my curling wand. This is the same video. This is the same wig from the last video that I posted where I was styling the loose wave wig. And I used my curling wand to make those curls. But I got a new tool in the mail yesterday. It's this crimper. It's the Bedhead Wave Artist, but I just call it a crimper. And this is what it looks like. There we go. And that's what I use to make these waves. Put the elastic band around the back of my head. I'll pull the wig back. I'm just gonna put some Got To Be gel and freeze spray, like probably right here. I'm not gonna put it all the way across. I'm just gonna put it right like in this area, because I take my wigs off every night, every day, whatever. So I'm just gonna put the Got To Be right across the front. And now I'm going to use a little bit of the freeze spray. And now I'm just going to pull the lace down and lay it on top of that. And then use the back of my comb to like press it in. And then whenever I do that, I like to use my hair dryer and blow dry it a little bit. And I'm gonna use some styling mousse. My face is dry because I just used what's it called? I just used what is it called? Micellar water to cleanse my face. So that's the ashiness that you see. Don't mind it. I'm just going to use some styling foam. Today I'm using the Fluff Stuff by Erica J. And I'm just going to put it like here, as well as in the front. And then I'm just going to proceed to style my hair. So this is what we're looking at. I'm going to put a little bit more of the styling foam. I need this baby to lay right. And now I'm going to use a satin wrap tie this down. First part, we're going to leave it tied down, and now we're going to do makeup. Alright, I am not prepared for this video. I usually like to get all my stuff out and have it ready, but I did not do that today. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows like I always do using this pencil. So we're going to fill these in really quickly. It is what time is it? It's 5:30 in the morning. I always do this, like I work overnights, and so I usually work, like my normal schedule for the last few weeks has been Thursday through Monday. So I work Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, and then I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. And so when I get off Tuesday, I try to stay up all day, you know, and then go to sleep that night to like get myself back on a semi-regular schedule. But it never fails. What ends up happening is I try to stay up all day, and then I end up falling asleep at like mid-afternoon. So like yesterday, I fell asleep, and I'm using the Clinique moisturizer. I fell asleep at, I think it was like 5 o'clock, and so I slept until like 2 or 3 this morning. So I've been up since then. And that has been happening ever since I keep trying to do this. So I just need, next week I think what I'm gonna do, actually this week coming up is gonna be different because my schedule changed around a little bit. But I don't know. I guess I just need to keep my night owl schedule. And even when I'm off, that morning, just take my butt to sleep and get a nap. Because me trying to stay up the whole day, it messes me up every time, and I end up sleeping, and I'm up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Which I don't mind, because this is a good time to film anyway because it's super quiet, so I actually don't mind it. So what am I talking about? I don't know. We're going to use a concealer and clean up around these brows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I absolutely love this concealer, even though it has been discontinued. Sorry if you don't have it. And this, I'll never forget, this was like when I first started getting into makeup, and everywhere that I went they had this concealer marked down at half price, and I was like, you know, why is it marked down at half price? But I purchased like 4 of them. Of course I purchased 4 different shades because I didn't know any better. I should have purchased all the same shade, and then they got discontinued, and I don't know why, because I love this concealer. But I just use it to clean up under my brows, because I tried using it as a face concealer and it's too creamy for that in my opinion. But it's really good to clean up brows with. And this is the shade 6.0. So I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on my lids. And blend it just to use as a base. And then I'm gonna immediately go in with my with a setting powder. Hopefully, there it is. I'm gonna use Laura Mercier. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna go in with that and set that concealer. And I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna set that concealer so that it doesn't budge. I'm gonna use the Crayon Case Watch Me Blush palette. That's what colors are in it. Alrighty, and I'm gonna start with the Morphe M330 brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Hot Cocoa, which is brown, and stamp it right into my crease area. Now I'm going to use use the shade Tangerine, which is like an orange, and I'm gonna go right on top of that. Old Banana. I think I'm gonna use Old Banana on my lid, and it's like a shimmer shade. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe. Outsider is like a teal color. Alright, now I'm going to take the same brush that I used and then really just go in here. Actually pick up a little bit of hot cocoa and tangerine, and then just go up here just to kind of clean it up, I guess. I'm gonna use my Glow by Glory and Benji palette. This is the Glow Up palette. I'm gonna use the shade Goat, I think. I think this is a deep brown. Yep. And I'm just gonna put that in my outer V. And out of that same palette, I am gonna also dip into Magic, which is a black, and go over that same area just to deepen it up. Alright, I think that is good enough. Alright, I am going to attempt to put these lashes on camera. Because I always put them on off camera. So we're going to try to put them on camera today. And see how that goes. So I'm going to see how far I can zoom in. I guess that's it. And we're going to try to put these lashes on. Now these are from my collection. These are in the style Wispy, and I am keeping track of how many times that I wear these lashes. So this is the box. Come on, this is the box. And you can see, actually you can't turn it around. Right here you can see Wispy. And I have 3, so I'm about to add a 4th because this is the 4th time that I'm going to be applying these. Yeah, so I did add some lash care tips onto my website, as well as I posted on my Facebook, and I think I posted on Instagram, but I don't remember. It's just some lash care tips, and so I've just been following those lash care tips, and I'm going to see how many times I'm going to be able to wear these lashes. I'll wait like 30 to 45 seconds while fanning it. So I have the lash right here on my tweezers. Come on, focus on the lash. There we go. On my tweezers. And so I use that black lash glue. And so we're just letting it get a little tacky. I'm going to wait about 20 more seconds, and then we're going to be putting this lash on, baby. So now I'm going to, this is how I put my lashes on. Now I just find it easier to do it this way. If they say you should look down and then do all of that, but I can't seem to get it right that way. So I like to hold my lid down just like this, and then I apply the lash to my lash line. And I find that easier. I want to make sure I'm in frame. I like to put the middle on first. Because to me, once you have the middle on, you're good to go. So I like to make sure the middle is in, and then I'll put the sides on. And then I like to keep my eye closed for about 20 more seconds just to give that time to make sure it's in the right spot and it's not moving, it's not going nowhere. So I like to leave my eye closed for like 20 seconds. My inner corner gives me the most trouble, so a lot of times I'll hold the inner corner in place. Then when I open my eye, I go and I squeeze just to make sure that it's adhered. It did not adhere. I tried to squeeze out a little bit of glue, but that was entirely too much glue. Alright, so take two. Let's try this again. Alright, I got this lash on. So then after I get it on, it's situated on my lash line properly. You want to make sure you close your eye and it's not going to be irritating your eyes, because that'll cause your eyes to water and mess up your makeup. You don't want that. Then I just basically take and I flick them up like this. And that's it. So I forgot to mention, if it's like a new pair of lashes, before you put your glue on it, you want to just take and sit it over your lash line to make sure that you don't need to trim it, because you know everybody's eyes aren't the same size or whatever, so sometimes you may need to trim a lash because it's going to be too long. So me personally, I like my lashes to start like back away from the corner of my eyes, because if it's too close to the corner of my eyes, it's going to irritate my eyes and cause them to water, and that's really irritating to me. So I want to make sure that when I put my lash on, it's like back here, and then it's going to go back to the outer part of my eye. So now we're going to try this again. Hopefully I can do the whole thing on camera this time and not have to go off to finish, because I just completely I had to redo this entire lash. So this should be, you know, tacky enough. You're gonna wait until the glue is tacky. So it's been drying for probably about a minute. Come on now. It's been drying for probably about a minute. So like I said, I like to put the center on first, and you're just gonna put it right on your lash line. Right there. And then once the center is on, then I like to do the outside. And again, you're gonna make sure that you're putting it right on your lash line. You don't want it on your eyelid. You want it on your lash line. And then I like to leave my eye closed just to make sure it's gonna adhere where it's supposed to be. And sometimes I have glue underneath there because I'm a little heavy-handed with the glue. I'm still trying to master not using too much glue, and I just go and I just pinch the fake lash onto my natural lash. And then with this glue that I'm using, let me show it to you guys. I get it from Amazon. I think it's good for if you wear like black eyeliner, because it's black. It's a black glue. They sell a clear one. I need to try to. I'm so stupid. I was just saying how I need to get a clear lash glue, and this same company that I love makes a clear one. So I'm gonna buy their clear one and try it. But it's Sassy Eyelash Glue, and I get this from Amazon, and I really like it. So then, see how I got this glue on my lower lash line? All you have to do to get it off is just rub it. And it's gonna like rubberize. And come off. Alright, so then once it's on, I like to flick it up just to make them, you know, and there they are. Of course, you're gonna want to shape them to your liking, like, you know, just to make them look cute. That is me putting on my lashes. I finally did it on camera, and it was semi-successful. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the face. Alright, so for my primer, I'm gonna use the No Problem primer by Touch and Soul. I think I got this from Ulta. I think it was a part of their 21 Days of Beauty, and I have been wanting to try it, but I just never picked it up. But since it was, I think it was half price, I decided to get it. So I'm just gonna put that all over. It's very smoothing. Like, I would put this on my face if I wasn't wearing makeup. It's very smoothing, but it kind of feels a tad bit greasy. I don't know if I'm just not used to, I don't know. It just feels a tad bit greasy. But I'm gonna at least color correct around my mouth. Let's do that. So I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Orange Corrector around my mouth, because this is where my foundation tends to turn gray, and I know that's from me needing to color correct and refusing to color correct. So I'm gonna put that around, and I think that is entirely too much, girl. You're doing the most. And now we're going to blend this. I'm gonna use my same concealer brush that I use on my eyes. I'm gonna blend this out. Alright, got a foundation brush, but I don't know which foundation I want to use today. I'm going to try Auntie Pat again, because I need to make sure that she's a keeper before I throw away the receipt. Again, this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, and I have the shade Deep 29. I just pumped 3 pumps on the back of my hand. And now we're going to apply it to my face. And today will be a perfect day for me to do a wear test, y'all, because it is 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just gonna go in with one more pump so I can get this side of my face. Again, it is a natural finish foundation. As you can see, the glow that I'm currently experiencing, very luminous. So to combat that, if you don't want that, which, you know, no, I don't want that, you just use a powder to set your face. Using the Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder in the shade 218 Chocolate, and I'm just going to set my face with this powder. But I'm gonna make it work with this. Is the wrong brush. I thought that this was my powder brush from Real Techniques, but this is the contour blush brush, I think. Yeah, it's a blush brush. And I don't remember which concealer I used with it last time, but that's the one I'm using today, because I love this concealer. Like, this is a huge container concealer, and I have a backup of it. So I plan on using all of this concealer that I can. In the Fenty Beauty Espresso, and I'm just putting it there, and then a little up here. And I need to go and wet a sponge really quickly and blend it out. Alright, so I went and wet my sponge. I'm just using a blending egg by Beauty Bakery, and then we're gonna use the butt part of it and blend out this espresso first. Green Tea Espresso. I love that stick. Alright, now I'm going to turn around and use like the corner side and blend out the Too Faced concealer. Now what I like to do is use my foundation brush and go around these highlighted areas. So that they blend into my foundation seamlessly. And it's not looking like the concealer is sitting on top of the foundation. Alright, now I'm going to go in and set that concealer, and I am going to use, I'm going to use my Fenty setting powder in the shade Honey. Now I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen bronzer, and I'm going to use that same brush that I put the face powder on with, and I'm going to dip into this bronzer, and then we're going to bronze up my face. I'm going to take off this band, and we're going to see how this hair turned out. Now you can obviously see my lace, but we're going to fix that with a little makeup. That's all we need. Gonna get a little makeup brush and a powder that is the same color as my skin, and see how you can see that lace. We're going to cover that lace with powder. So I'm just going to go in on top and put some powder up there. Boom. Alright, so come on now. Focus. So this is what the hairline looks like. I mean, I think it looks kind of natural. I'm still trying to improve my skills, so I'm gonna still be working on this craft. But yeah, I think it looks like the hairline is thinner. It's not as thick as it was the last time I had it on, and plus I got it going back how I wanted it. So I think it's definitely an improvement. I'm just gonna keep practicing and keep working on it, and hopefully get better and better. Matte Fix Plus Matte. Is this? No, it's just regular Fix Plus. And I'm gonna spray my face. I just grabbed the Makeup Sincere in Melanin. I'm just gonna use that as a lip liner, and we're gonna line my lips. Before that dries all the way, I'm trying to find my crayon case. I'm gonna use crayon case Marie and put that in the center. And then we're gonna blend that together. The matte MAC Fix Plus and spray my face just because I want to have a matte look today. I'll be so glad when I use all this up, because I think it's like the particles that's inside it to make it matte. It always clogs the thing. I'm gonna use Super Poppin' from, it's the Illuminating Dust. It's a highlight powder from Illuminate Life Cosmetics. Powerful, so that's why you heard me clicking it off of the brush a little bit. So I'm just going to go down the center of my nose and then at the tip of my nose. That's entirely too much. I need, okay, that's enough. Put the highlight down. Alright guys, so this is, this is what, come on, focus on my face, bitch. This is what the makeup is looking like right now. I am going to go and take a shower. Because a while ago I saw this video, I think it was Tierra Monet. She was like, she likes to do her makeup first and then get in the shower, and it's something about that steam from the shower that it kind of like, you know, makes your makeup look better. So I'm going to try that out today. So I'm going to go and take a shower, and then we're going to come back and see how my how my makeup looks after the shower. Alright guys, so back from the shower. Can y'all see any difference? I don't really see any difference. I don't know. Well, I don't take really super hot showers. Maybe she just takes hot showers. But she said something about the steam from the shower. It just melts it in, melts the makeup into your face, and it looks more flawless. But I don't know. I don't see any difference. I know I do really feel like my face is super matte, but I know that's because of that matte setting spray that I use. But I do think that it's looking pretty good. I did braid my hair into 2 big braids just to preserve the waves that's already in them. So I'm just gonna take those braids out. So we're gonna see how it wears. I just need a little bit of Bio Silk to put on my hair. So let me grab some of that. Let's put the smallest little bit in my hands, rub my hands together, and I'm gonna put it on the hair. And yeah, and this is it. So like I said, I will be back before I wash this off tonight so we can see how it's looking. But this is the completed look of the makeup, and that's it for now. We'll be back a little bit later. Hi guys, so it is now 5:35 and this is what my face looks like. This is the makeup. Again, I finished my makeup at like 6:30 today, and so this is 11 hours. Around my mouth, the foundation kind of came off, because I ate and I was wiping my mouth, but it's not bad. It is not bad at all. So I will definitely be keeping Auntie Pat's foundation because it held up pretty awesome today. 11 hours. 11 hours. Alright, so I'm about to wash this off of my face. I just wanted to close out the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye guys.